Hey Aries, Sun, Rising, Moon, you're at the right place at the right time with the right spiritual beings. My name is Serhat. Welcome to your reading. Yeah, this is your weekly energy check-in. What's happening in your week from the 20th of April to, I have to check the date, sorry. Why didn't you do this before? Because I didn't expect that. Yes, from the 19th of April, no, from the 20th of April to the 26th of April, okay? Yes, exactly. So sun, rising, moon, or whatever kind of synchronicity led you here to this video, welcome. I do weekly readings. I do here and there actually daily messages. And okay, it's funny because I just wanted to grab my tarot card deck and out of nowhere it split it into, and I saw this first card, Aries. So I don't know what's happening in your week, but the overall energy I think is Ace of Cups. And this is beautiful because this means new beginnings emotionally. But let's check. This was just like bottom of the deck kind of energy, look like overall energy. I use my energy cards as well as tarot cards as well as psychic tarot, whatever spirit wants me to use. Let's dig into your energies. Let's see what's going on in your week, Aries, Sun, Rising, Moon. What are the overall energies? My name is Serhat, and yeah, I do readings. And I'm an international model and actor. Interesting. Contract in reverse. Number 9. I feel like you kind of, it explains, I just picked up the Ace of Cups was a reason, because contract usually upwards is like you giving yourself commitment to relationships where it's not like equal give and take, where you're like mostly kind of blinded, you know, like this person like blinded, and there's a Libra scale, and you cannot manage to see like if this is a good thing or not, if it's loyal or not. And since it's in reverse, you're actually closing old checks, old cycles, old chapters, or relationships. Let's clarify with the tarot cards. Let's see what's coming on. Okay. So 3 cards fell out. Page of Swords, yes. Like this immature energy, because it's not king or queen or knight, but it's like starting somewhere, the start of taking decisions, listening to your intuition, and choosing what brings you healing. Choosing like this page here, wearing red clothes, as in root chakra activation, as in being secure in your decisions and knowing who you are, as well as holding here this plant and like holding your sword, seeing in the sword of like the reflection of the sword, seeing like who is good for you and who isn't, in regards to the contracts, like, and what kind of contracts, you know, like relationships towards yourself, towards things, circumstances, as in job, family, romantic, not romantic, like whatever kind of relationship you could have in your week, or like in general in your life. There are also 2 other cards that came like this. Okay. 8 of Coins in reverse, and 9 of Swords in reverse. With the 9 of Swords, I hear like usually upwards it means that you still have some things that you need to cut, that you need to release. And you did that. And it was based on you not fully seeing your potential, you not fully seeing your whole beauty in every angle. Again, like the whole Page of Swords energy, taking decisions based on putting yourself first, based on seeing your worth, seeing what you're meant to be, seeing what you deserve in this lifetime in regards to the contracts, in regards to relationships. So this is the overall energy for your week. This is actually good. Let's check the energy in your personal life for this week. Sun, Rising, Moon, Aries. What's the energy, overall energy? There's some cards just like want to, wow. How gently it flew on the contract card. Happy family. Beautiful. Number 4, like a foundation, as in private life, you're like so in tune with your family, with your loved ones, with your circle, and really gives you hold. And I think it's, the contract is more like, I hear romantic relationships or friendships that were not in alignment, because you kind of declared, you kind of cut a lot of people from your circle, and you really small down the circle, your inner circle, your table. Like a lot of people were just like, goodbye, I don't need you. Like you kind of to them, you know, like, goodbye, I don't need you. Goodbye, I don't want your energy at my table. And with your family, I feel like there were a lot of coming closer, or conversations that make you feel coming closer. Let's clarify the happy family card. What's there? What's the energy? Because number 4 is all about foundation, and number 9 is like closing old cycles. And since there's like 9 swords and 8 of pentacles, it's closing old cycles based on not seeing your own worth. Happy family. Clarifier, please. And again, like remember in the beginning, Ace of Cups came out of nowhere. Page of Wands. This is you. Starting something so new. And look, there's a lot of angelic guidance here. Spirit guidance. Here by 9 of Swords. Here's a blue angel. Whatever you interpret with blue angels, for me it always stands for Archangel Michael, or as well as Arcturians. I don't know if this term is something, by the way, it's 44% battery. Arcturians are from the star Arcturus, and they're like interdimensional beings working also in the angelic realms, bringing, like, having huge, major healing power. You can call upon them. There was this one story, like this one time where I intuitively felt like I have to go to the mountains, and I woke up at 4 a.m. and I wanted to talk to the stars. And I walked up on the mountains, like in Park Güell. It was in like where I lived before, in Gracia in Barcelona. And I woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning to the star Vega, because I don't know, I had a coworker and she told me about, like, she had talked to Vega. And I was like, I have to see, like, from where I'm coming from, and I have to talk to the stars because they started moving in her situation. And I totally believed in that. So I went there, tried to talk to stars, but somehow I didn't find Vega, because I have this one app, Night Scanner or Night Sky Scanner, and you actually can see, like, live on your app which stars they are and how they are called, and the constellations of the zodiac archetypes, etc. So I was like, okay, I'm opening up. I'm grateful. I want to see which star is there. And out of nowhere, the star came out from the night sky. Like, I don't even know how to describe that. Okay, but the thing is, Aries, the star just like started illuminating me. You know, like literally, I felt this energy waves or those energy rays coming through my body, and I started crying. And I was like, what star is this, and what's happening? It was so interesting. And then after that momentum, I scanned it with my night sky scanner, because I couldn't find Vega. And I was like, okay, like, I don't know, spirit, like, lead me somewhere, you know, like, give me a sign. And out of nowhere, I felt like I have to go more up on the mountain, and then look, there was this star illuminating me. And then I checked it with the night sky scanner, and it was Arcturus. And it was such an interesting, I'm telling you, like, it even started moving like in circles, and I don't know, like, take what resonates, okay? But Page of Wands is literally you, and you put things into action. You actually started to see your own worth. You're so joyful, and you cut out people from your life that are no longer in alignment with who you want to have at your table, and who has to make you, like, who makes you feel a certain way. You know, like, who helps you to continue your life, who helps you to empower you, who helps you to see different angles and different perspectives onto your process, and who is not doing that, who is just like bringing you down, who's projecting their own shit to you. I have to drink something. Is there any more clarification? Let's check. But it's like Page of Swords, Page of Wands. There's some beautiful things coming to you. Yes, Ace of Swords. New beginnings mentally. Listening more to your intuition. Not surrendering anymore to other people, especially if they don't do the same to you. It's like, look, grabbing the blade of the sword and starting to invest into your own projects, starting to invest into your own being, starting to invest into yourself and the smaller circle that you have now. Love life, I just hear. What's the overall energy for love life? Aries, Sun, Rising, Moon, overall energy for love life this week. Anxiety in reverse. 8 + 1. Again, like 8 Pentacles with the 8 here. It's like understanding where to invest and where to receive, how to receive back. Number 1. Putting things into action. 8 + 1 is a number 9. The anxiety has over. I hear not finding you the love of your life, the fear, the anxiety, the worry, the doubt. It hasn't over. It has over. Like it's finished, because you cut everything. You know, like again, the red colors of the Page of Swords. You cut everything, and I just see it again. Ace of Cups in the beginning of the reading. Ace of Swords. Nine of Swords came in reverse. Everything that's no longer in alignment with you anymore, that brought this anxiety, that brought this kind of feeling of worry, doubt, you cut it away. The old cycles are closing. The anxiety is over, Aries. Let's check. Let's check the clarification cards here. There's a complete new beginning. I just hit astrological new year. You start the year astrologically. We just had Aries season. This card came. Knight of Swords. Look, it was more like it fell out like this, but then it was like this and fell on the ground. I saw it reverse. I feel like you kind of you're not anxious about anymore. You're not in anxiety anymore about, because in clarification for the energy card in reverse anxiety, it's like you're not anxious about anymore. You're not worrying about taking fast decisions based on, again, love life, based on your private life, based on everything that brought you anxiety. You're not afraid anymore to take these steps forward, to cut people out from your life if you feel like you have to. You're so ready with that, and I love that it rains. I hope you can hear it. Yes, do you hear it? It's beautiful. It's so peaceful and harmonious, and it's kind of your energy, like so in tune. The Knight of Swords is also talking about like not it's like taking fast decisions, as well as mentally communicative, like in a communication way. Also, yeah, based on your intuition. And you're not afraid to take the steps forward, especially in regards to this new idea. Maybe even to take the lead, to take the start, to do the step forward. Let's check the energy for your business, for your work life. Man holding a coin, beautiful. Number 4, foundation. Number 3, balancing out. 4 plus 3 is a 7. You became so independent in your work life with the 7, as well as man holding a coin is all about you seeing your worth, you seeing, it's like the King of Pentacles energy. Is there more clarification? In regards to your work life, I feel like I just keep staring to the Ace of Swords. And since it was a clarification for private life, I do feel that this has to do with you having new ideas and everything, in everything. If it's in love life, if it's in working life, private life, relationships, since it was also in combination with Page of Wands, putting things into action, having new ideas, following the leap, taking fast action, and not worrying about anything, being so in tune with it, because you started seeing your own worth, you started seeing yourself in every kind of perspectives. Ace of 8 of Pentacles and 9 of Swords. You take now decisions, and you understand where to give and how to receive back, where to put things into action, how to put things into action. Man holding a coin. Clarification, please. Oh, yes. 7 of Wands. Like understanding that you have to save yourself, understanding that they're helping hands, but they're not actually helping you. They're kind of just like a lot of people in your life where you, maybe even in work life, where you felt like you do so much, you put so many things into action, and you understood for yourself, I have to become initiative. Like I'm an initiative person. I start things and I bring them to an end. And I cannot like constantly think that there are people who act like helping hands, but they're not actually helping me. It's just like a lot of people, a lot of hands that are not connected, you know. And here with the happy family, it's like, again, hands bringing you forward, connected to like, you know, helping alliances, partnerships. But this is something that you realized in your workspace that is not this is not the case. You have to be your own alliance, you have to be your own partnership, you have to be your own helping hand, and start things and become initiative, as in innovative, initiative, and taking advantage of your own being. I don't know how to I don't know how to say that, but it's like you realize who is just like creating this illusion of being there for you, helping you, and who isn't. And you started to cut off those people. Is there any more clarification? I just hear Psychic Tarot. Psychic Tarot, man holding a coin, 7 wands. What's their like next steps or more clarification, supportive message? Seven wands. Okay, rest and regenerate. I feel like also there was in your workplace, there's a lot of things going on right now, and you try to be there everywhere, or you tried at least, but now it's like for you, okay, I will not give more than 100% because I don't receive the same energy back. Again, with the contracts here, the overall energy, understanding where do I give, how much I give, and how much do I actually receive. Visualize for yourself, Aries, a Libra scale in your mind, and try to see what is it that, like in every kind of relationship, work, private, friendships. I think this is something that you even start doing, and ask yourself, okay, what do I give in the workplace? How much actually, energetically, in whatever kind of form it's manifested, and try to see like this is how much I give. Like this is how much I give, and how much do I receive? Not the same. You know, it's not an alignment. It's not balanced, and that's why you actually started to see like your own worth, and you made a step back, or you cut it, or you understood. Okay, like I have to adjust. I have to rest more and work less because I was doing so much. Let's check if there's more supportive message here. Of course. Queen of Swords in reverse, and it's so funny because I said in the beginning, right? Page of Swords is not the King or the Queen of Swords, but it's like getting there. And now it's like Queen of Swords in reverse and 9 of Wands in reverse. I feel like you have to tap more into this man holding a coin energy, yet you haven't so far, or like the majority of yours, especially in regards to work. And since the rest and regeneration card came here as well, it's like you still have to understand how to take the decisions based on your worth, how to listen more to your intuition and cut people, cut situations, because they're just like stopping you from elevating to your better version, stopping you from becoming to your better version. Especially also because 9 of Wands is always talking about like a lot of baggage, a lot of things carrying around, like something before like burnout. And for you to not get it there, you still have, for you to not manifest it into your reality, you still have to become more to the Queen of Swords. Being so like this beautiful symbol, like you start, like you're in the process of becoming this, you know, like as in a good way, becoming this as in a good way. The Queen of Swords, like both are in red clothes. And when it comes to taking decisions and taking things into action, Aries, I feel like your masculine energy is actually really balanced and going there. Because the Page of Wands is in upwards, the Page of Swords is upwards. Yeah. And the man holding a coin especially. But when it comes, and rest and regeneration as well. But when it comes to you listening more to your intuition, Aries, your feminine energy, being like the initiator, being innovative, being intuitive, being expressive, it's in reverse. It's imbalanced. Look, all the feminine female figures here in the cards. The Knight of Swords, I don't know if this is a female figure or a male figure, but it came also in reverse. But if it would be a male figure, it would make sense though, because it's again like taking things into action and not worrying about things. But yet, like again, the Queen of Swords is also in reverse. Here, the contract card is also looking like a female figure. I feel like you have to tap more into your intuition. Like when it comes to you taking things into action, this week is like good, but you have to trust more into your intuition and go there. Like listen more to what your intuition has to tell you, especially in regards to work, because there's some helping hands, but they're not bringing you anywhere. I just hear supervisors or team leaders that are trying to hold you back and making you empty promises. As in, yeah, like I will start, like, you know, just continue your work and I will give you a promotion or something. But they just like holding you back. You don't see any actions. You just hear like empty words. And like alliances, partnerships that are not really making you feel like that they're like in alliances or in partnerships. And this is why it happens for you. You have to, I feel like you have to, like, you have this idea with the Ace of Swords in private life, and it's all based on your intuition impulses, and there's like a lot of taking things into action, sacrificing a lot for your, like, for your own good and not anymore for the work or the alliances and partnerships that are not bringing you anywhere, and starting your own thing. Because you're this man holding a coin, yet you still have to tap into your Queen of Swords and realize that this everything, like you have to release people or cut people, especially in your work life, that are holding you back from becoming this version, from becoming this 10 of Wands, new beginnings. It's 9 of Wands is new, like 9 of Swords, you know, and 9 of Wands in reverse as well. It's all based for you to have a new beginning mentally, new beginning putting things into action, because again, you have this idea. And 8 of Pentacles, this is the only Pentacle card that came here in combination with the man, like also as well as the man holding a coin. And it's all about you seeing whatever, like that there's so much that you can create, and you're so full of art and gifts and everything. Yeah, there's literally a supervisor or team leader that is trying to hold you back, trying to slow you down, as in, you know, as if the person would feel or sense that you will quit when they are telling you like, okay, I cannot give you a promotion right now, or like it will at least take a long time or whatever, even though you've been doing a lot of work. That's why they're manipulating you, kind of like empty promises. Let's check in general, like about private life, the next steps, or just like in general next steps for Aries this week. Look, it fell in private life. Memories of love in reverse. Number 9, yes, you closed old cycles. You let go of people who were like giving you this illusion of loving you, but their actions were not matching to that. About love life, moving on, number 6. And 2 cards came as well. Intuition in reverse. I was talking about that, right? That you cannot, right now, that you like still, like you take things into action, but only if you see them with your 2 eyes. You know, if you would receive now the actual thing that your team leader would say to you, hey, right now we cannot see you giving your like promotion, or you have to at least wait 1 year, then you would see, okay, this doesn't make any sense for me. I have to quit the job and find something else and attract something better, because I see the energy that I put into this job. I see the energy that I bring on my table, but they're not giving the same energy back. And this is like underneath my worth. And this is not how I see myself. That's why your intuition is telling you and giving you these signals, Aries, yet you wait till you see it with your 2 eyes and then do the things. But this is not how it has to work for you. That's why we have an intuition. That's why we have this energy that is connected to the bigger picture. Look, number 7 again, and 7 Wands. It's you actually know who's helping you and who isn't. And this 3rd card came here. Foundation and achievements, yes. The more you listen to your intuition, as well as in your love life, in your private life, what in everything, you know, like, because it came on the love life, and I feel like you tapped out from the anxiety to listen more to your intuition and take the things into action. Yet I understand now why the Knight of Swords came in reverse. It's like you see that and you feel that you have to take these steps, yet you kind of hold yourself down. I feel you so much. My intuition was telling me over a week to quit my part-time job, but yet I was like talking to Spirit and be like, okay, Spirit, I know that this is my next step, but can you please give me first the opportunity, this door, to make me quit my part-time job? And then I was like, but why do you say that, Serhat? Like, you just like, it's not in alignment. It's so controversial, like talking to spirit and saying these things, even though your spirit is already giving you like this whole next step, like to quit and to fully surrender what your intuition is telling you. And I was like, I can't anymore, especially because the job is so like not in alignment with my path. The karma that this office is creating is so not in alignment with my path. I'm done. This is my path. Modeling internationally is my path. Living in hotel rooms and doing these readings is my path. Acting is my path. Helping people is my path. But working in an office job where I don't receive the same energy back, this is not my path. And this is something that you feel as well for you, Aries. So take the step. I know it's scary. I know it sounds challenging. I know it's challenging to surrender to the unknown. But this is the devil card of tarot. We do know what's coming for us. We just have to fully welcome that. The ego of us is like, you don't know what's happening. Like, hold yourself back and deal this, and you don't know what's coming. But whatever is coming to you, the more you listen to your intuition, the more you receive the foundation achievements that are coming to your way. Let's check. Is there another card? Moving on and listening more to your intuition, yes, and having compassion with yourself. Because I was I was trying to do that for man holding a coin, and literally your heart chakra activation. Number 444. Happy family 4. Foundation achievement 4. And heart chakra 4. It's like you have to try to meditate into your rest and regenerate and try to expand your heart chakra and have more compassion towards yourself. This means also to see what kind of work you've been putting into some relationships, into some things that are not bringing you the same thing back. It's like, do I have so much compassion to do I see do I love myself this way that I keep investing into office jobs, into people, into relationships, into supervisors, and do like a lot more than my contract is even written about my role? Is this how much I love myself? No. Ask yourself these questions. This is also about contract, like the Libra scale, like how much do I give and how much do I receive back actually? Aries, like literally. Rest and regeneration is also number 4. 444. You have to create this foundation of seeing what is it that I deserve and that I'm worthy of, and understanding who is making me feel this way, who is giving me the same energy back. And then cutting Queen of Swords energy, not being afraid, not worrying, not doubting. Look, when it comes to relationships, you cut the people because you saw with your 2 eyes that they were not in alignment with you, that we're not giving back. Again, but when it comes to your job, you don't see it right now with your 2 eyes, but you feel it in your heart, you feel it in your being. Try to tap more there into your intuition, Aries. Bottom of the deck energy, temptation. Like, I feel like your team leader or your office job, they're like some energies that are trying to tempt you, again, like these empty promises, those helping hands that are not really helping you. Cut them. Don't be afraid. Spirit wants us to surrender and to trust into spirit. And sometimes it's all about literally stepping into the unknown. And it's so exciting. I'm telling you, I'm here in this apartment till May. And I don't know, maybe even before that, a spirit will let me be being booked for an international model job or acting job or whatever source brings me, whatever universe lets unfold for me. I welcome that. And maybe even before May, I will move from Spain. I will leave Barcelona. I don't know, like whatever happening, I have my tools, I have my laptop, I have good lightning, I have my tarot cards, I have my crystals, I have my luggage, I have my bag. Like I'm ready. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to go. I have myself. I have my angels. And this is the energy that you should tap into as well. This is the energy that spirit wants to lead you. 9 of Wands, reverse. Don't be afraid of the change. Don't be afraid to become to your better version, to your future self. Yet your present version needs to tap more into their intuition so they become aligned with their future self. Because the future self is someone who tapped into your intuition. Again, future Serhat is someone that tapped into his intuition in this momentum. That's why he quit his job. That's why he's experiencing right now what future Serhat is experiencing. This is quantum field energy, you know? This is like, what is it that I have to do right now in changing my quantum field with the decisions that I take to jump into this reality that my future self is already in, that I desire with my present self to tap into. This sounds a little bit confusion maybe for the one or the other, but if you got this, you're on the right track and you already know what to do. And if you didn't get this, I do believe that you get this. It's like understand for your present self, what do I desire and what is it that I can do? Like, you know, because future Serhat, if present Serhat would still work in his part-time job, then he would close the door for future Serhat to be this international model and to be this psychic reader, to be his own entrepreneur. Why? Because he still holds on to a part-time office job that is not in alignment with his path. Take what resonates, please, okay? But I really, really do believe that you have some beautiful things coming to you the more you tap into your intuition and take decisions based on your intuition, Aries. And I'm so sorry that I haven't uploaded this earlier because yes, last night Spirit was keep telling me at least do the Aries reading, at least do the Aries reading because I was so in a food coma. Yesterday I couldn't do anything. I was filming a mukbang video with a really close friend of mine for 2 hours or something. And I felt like so energetically low. And Spirit was like, please do at least Aries reading. I was like, Spirit, ah. And now I do know why, because someone needed to hear this yesterday. But I'm happy that someone hears it right now, and I hope it helped you in some way. You can subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss the future readings. My name is Serhat. Yes, thank you. A lot of love, light, unicorns, whatever. And follow me on social media if you feel so. Bye, love you lots.